Well, maybe I'll make a little behind the scenes footage and give you guys a little day hike video at the same time, but this is kind of what I go through sometimes when I'm out here. I decided to come up and do some knife testing today. I got several knives. We'll talk about that in another video. But instead of going to the really easy place that I was thinking of going, the adventurous side kicked in, and I decided just to keep climbing up the hill. So to give you guys an idea of where I am, you can kind of see what's behind me there. And this is what I've come up. It's an old dry riverbed. Again, I'm not quite sure how this comes out on film, the steepness, but this always helps. Kind of gives you an idea a little bit. Just coming up there, you can see the road, Canyon Road, out there in the distance, and the other side right there. Beautiful area. But what I'm going to try and do here is, based on the map, I've determined what area I'm in, or what kind of little offshoot canyon I'm in, and I'm going to head up over that way and see what we can find. And basically what I'm looking for right now is, one, just kind of the fun day hike aspect of this, and two, to find a good level spot, because right now there aren't any around me to do some good knife testing. So, little adventure. You can see I'm up at the foot of those cliffs that you saw behind me earlier. Pretty neat. Saw a couple Stellar's jays up here. What I'm going to do is skirt the side of this and see if there's a flat spot down on that other side. If not, I've got to head back down the canyon. Nevertheless, it's been a good hike. So I'm somewhere right around in here. My plan is I'm going to traverse, come over here, and hit this flat spot, if I'm not mistaken. But that just kind of gives you an idea of some of the terrain that I'm in. And this is where I am. And I'm heading back in that direction. It was a good hike. Well, step by step, here's a cool little spot. I like these ferns up here against the rock face. Get a lot of shade, and you can see there's a lot of moisture in here for them. Cool little spot. And I'm still headed that direction. Ugh. Here is an example of the reality of the harshness of life out here that the animals go through. You can see there's one skull right there and another skull right there. So my guess is that they are twin fawns, or were twin fawns. But then also, if you look right there, you can see the hoof. Little hoof, just gives you an idea of the size of my finger against that hoof. This is actually a little flat spot and an otherwise very steep angled cliff face that I'm climbing. So I don't know. Mom came down here, gave birth. They didn't make it for whatever reason. Tricky thing about flat spots is you never know if they're really flat or if they're covered with boulders or what have you. So I'm around here somewhere, so my flat spot right here, you can see I'm on top of this little ledge, looking down in there. It's just all covered with boulders. Of course it's not completely flat, but this kind of gives you an idea. I don't know, maybe I ought to call this video judgment calls or something, but just a little behind the scenes. And you see what's behind me, and I could probably make it up there doing a couple of cutbacks and be relatively safe about it. but I'm going to call this, and so I'm going to come up here and just do a nice big hike. I'm going to jet back down and get down to one of the flat spots down there at the bottom and do my knife testing. Up here, logistically, with camera equipment and trying to film, it's just not going to work. So a little behind the scenes. I kind of like to come up here and just wing it every once in a while. This is one of those cases. Came up, got a little hike in, and then we'll do some knife testing. Thanks much, guys, for watching. I appreciate all you guys, especially who come back and keep watching. We'll see you later.